Happy Monday. Welcome into the San Francisco 49ers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Chase Sr. Appreciate all of you for being here with us, and we appreciate our brand new sponsor, iHerb, for making today's show possible. Your one-stop shop for all of your health and wellness needs, and for the faithful. Use the promo code CHAT. You get 22% off your first order. More on iHerb coming up here just around the corner. Let's begin with DeAndre Hopkins. A lot of interesting buzz here that obviously impacts the San Francisco 49ers within the division here in the NFC West. But if he's let go, could he go from the Arizona Cardinals to the San Francisco 49ers? He was not on hand for the first day of Cardinals OTAs. By the way, 49ers OTAs getting underway here on this Monday as well. More on that throughout this week as well. As for the latest on DeAndre Hopkins, this has been a storyline that's been simmering here over the last couple of months throughout this offseason. He wants to work out with trainers who know his body better. That's coming from him. That's why he's not partaking in these OTAs. And on a podcast recently, the I Am Athlete podcast, he talked about what he wants for the Arizona Cardinals or for his next team. He wants a quarterback who loves the game. He wants a great defense because defense wins championships, and he wants stable management because he's not had that with the Houston Texans or the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the direct quote from D-Hop. "What I want is stable management upstairs. I think that's something I haven't really had the past couple of years of my career, coming from Houston and then to Arizona. I've been through 3 or 4 general managers in my career, so a stable management is what I want. A quarterback who loves the game, a QB who brings everybody on board with him and pushes not just himself, but everybody else around him. And a great defense. A great defense wins championships." Now, you think about that and you dissect that quote. Do the 49ers fit that criteria at the quarterback position? You have 3 guys who are grinders. Is Kyler Murray a grinder? Probably not. 49ers management, it's pretty damn good. They have one of the more respected front offices in the National Football League. That's why a lot of their executives have gone on to be general managers for other organizations across the sport. And what do the 49ers have? A fantastic defense that last year ranked number 1 in the National Football League. Of course, with D-Hop, only makes sense if he's cut, because then you can find a way to restructure that contract. If you bring in D-Hop via trade, not only do you have to give up assets to a division rival, you're paying him a lot of money. I'll tell you this, I don't think D-Hop's going to come to the Bay Area, but if he does, or if the Niners make any move out there, we're going to talk about it here on the San Francisco 49ers Report, year-round coverage of the Niner gang that's both informative, entertaining, and consistent as well. I added a third one in there too. DeAndre Hopkins, you look at what he's done over his last 4 years. 9 games last year, but really, really good production. 64 catches, 717 yards. Year before that, only 10 games played. That's a little bit of a problem for a potential acquiring team. 19 combined games over the last 2 years. 2 years before that, though, in 2019 with the Texans, he was balling. 104 catches for 1,100 yards, 7 tutties. And the year after that, once again, eclipsed 100 grabs for 1,400 yards and 6 touchdowns. Missing some time because of injuries, but also the PED suspension as well, which was, of course, problematic last year. Do the Niners even need D-Hop as a wide receiver 3? Are you kidding me? You can get back to using Deebo Samuel as that Swiss Army knife who can carry the football, jet sweeps, bubble screens, a diverse route tree as well for Brandon Ayuk. He's definitely the most complete wide receiver on this football team, and I think the best. And then George Kittle, he really came alive at the tail end of last year with Brock Purdy. Ended up finishing 60 catches, 765 yards. D-Hop into the mix here. Super Bowl bound is what I'm saying. So what would you do? Want to hear from you down in the comment section right now. Would you sign DeAndre Hopkins if he's available and let go by Arizona? Give me an S for sign or a P for pass. Chime in and sound off right now. Before we get to our last story, we're really excited to bring on a brand new sponsor here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. It is iHerb. You can get 22% off all of your vitamins and supplements at iHerb.com. Make sure you use the promo code CHAT. Are you looking for top-tier sports nutrition products? Look no further than iHerb, your one-stop shop for all of your health and wellness needs. Niner Gang, get 22% off your first order at iHerb.com when you use the promo code CHAT. With so many options out there, it can be daunting to find products that align with your fitness goals. That's where iHerb comes in. They offer an incredible range of sports nutrition essentials like sports multivitamins, L-glutamine, snack bars, creatine, and more. iHerb ensures product quality by shipping from climate-controlled fulfillment centers, guaranteed first-rate condition. Every product is stored and shipped exclusively by iHerb, no third-party sellers. And free shipping is available on purchases over $20. Trust iHerb. Over 11 million customers have found the best products, backed by 24 million reviews and 1.3 million five-star ratings. Athlete or fan, iHerb keeps your health in check. Take your sports nutrition game to the next level. Go to iHerb.com, promo code CHAT for 22% off your first order. iHerb.com, promo code CHAT. Choose iHerb because wellness matters. And you can get a couple of different things on the site. I'm telling you, it's like an online pharmacy. I needed a shaker. I was able to get that as well. Some adaptogenic mushrooms. This really does help me for optimal performance and vibrant health. And I go on runs every single day. I need joint support. So I found myself some collagen peptides from Vital Proteins. iHerb.com, the place to shop for wellness. We're going to put that link in the comment section and in the description of this video. 22% off vitamins and supplements. We'll round out the show with this. Could San Francisco add to their secondary with Marcus Peters? CBS Sports listing him as a potential option for San Francisco, and San Francisco a destination for him. Still available on the free agency market. And what's important to note, there's no way that Marcus Peters to a new team is going to get in the neighborhood of $11 million. Injury concerns, a little bit of character concerns, although I kind of like that swagger. But if the Niners want to bring him in and or another veteran, they have $10.7 million in available cap space. This is after they inked all of the rookies that they drafted in the 2023 NFL draft to contracts. Sitting pretty with that cap space right now are the Niners. CBS Sports on Peters here, who at one point was definitely one of the best cornerbacks in the sport. A lot of you know that from when he was playing with the Los Angeles Rams. He may be past his prime, CBS Sports said, but Peters still brings lots of toughness to that secondary. And if San Francisco still considers itself an NFC contender, it could use added depth on the back end, where Emmanuel Mosley and Jimmy Ward departed via free agency. The team did add Isaiah Oliver from Atlanta, but Peters' outside experience could come in handy down the stretch. And I actually agree with that latter point. I mean, the last couple of years, we've seen San Francisco bring back a Jason Verrett. They signed Josh Norman. They signed the corpse of Dre Kirkpatrick. Norman and Kirkpatrick were awful for this team. They were so well past their primes. Whereas Marcus Peters, I think, can still play and contribute for a Super Bowl contender. Been getting it done for a really, really long time. The pass breakups have always been there for Marcus Peters, and started his career with the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, look at the pass breakups there. 26, 20, and then 9. Kind of wore out his welcome there. That's why he goes to the Los Angeles Rams via trade, ends up playing well there. And then with the Baltimore Ravens, a team that always has a vaunted defense, he certainly had his moments in 2021, did not play because of an injured knee. And then in 2022, 6 pass breakups, 1 pick, limited action because of those injuries. And then you look at what he's done here, you know, a good tackler on that back end, a guy who has a knack for making some big plays. I will say he is a risk taker, so sometimes he will over-pursue in trying to make a play on the football. Then he can get got by a double move, either by the wide receiver or a little pump fake by that opposing quarterback. With where the Niners are in that secondary, they're in a good spot as far as their starters go. You have Charvarius Ward as your cornerback number 1. Deommodore Lenoir is your cornerback number 2. I think Isaiah Oliver is going to be that slot corner. Samuel Womack right behind him. Talanoa Hufanga Deshaun Gibson as your safety combination. I really like what San Francisco has in this secondary, honestly, from a cost-controlled perspective. You could use a little bit more depth. Maybe Jair Brown can unseat Deshaun Gibson there at that free safety spot. Ambry Thomas heading into year 3 needs to have a big year. But the point here, Darrell Luter, by the way, out of South Alabama, I think he could fight for snaps from day one. You bring a veteran in with a little bit of swagger, could just simply bolster up that secondary unit. Your level of interest in Marcus Peters. We're talking Niners rumors today because they're hot. Scale it for me from 1 to 100. Appreciate iHerb for hopping on board, sponsoring the show. Join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you next time here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. Thanks for watching.